Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hey, have you read this book? Today's book is Beyond Belief, written by Jenna Miscavige Hill. This disturbing story is about a young girl whose parents gave their lives to the Church of Scientology. This meant that she grew up surrounded by Scientologists, but separated from her parents, who were executives in the church. In this book, Jenna writes about her secret life inside the world of Scientology. She reveals what Scientologists don't want the public to know about. Both of Jenna's parents were in the Sea Org, which is the highest order of the church. They worked long hours, 7 days a week for little pay. In 1986, Ron Hubbard, the founder of Scientology, died at the age of 72. Jenna's uncle, David Miscavige, became the head of the church. As a young girl, Jenna was aware that people seemed to fear her Uncle David, even though he treated her kindly. After David Miscavige became the head of the church, the rules seemed to become stricter, and the policy was to keep each member of a family separate, so that it was easier to brainwash everyone. Because of the long working hours, Jenna only saw her parents for an hour a day. Then when Jenna was only 4 years of age, her parents were relocated by the church. This meant that Jenna only saw her parents for a short time once a week. Jenna was also separated from her brother, who was relocated to the ranch, where Jenna was later sent. The ranch was a 500-acre property located in San Jacinto Hills in Riverside County, California. As more and more children started to arrive at the ranch, the kids began to lose their freedom. Suddenly, life at the ranch became regimented, being like a military boot camp, with drills, musters, inspections, and hard physical labor. The kids had to plant trees, carry rocks from the creek, build rock walls, and renovate buildings. These young kids had to work over 35 hours a week, as well as having to attend classes, and they were expected to teach themselves, using textbooks and checklists. The courses they had to take were the teachings of Ron Hubbard. Many exercises designed by Ron Hubbard were bizarre, and the kids didn't finish their classes until 9 p.m. They had no time to relax or play. Jenna found the unrelenting work and strange ways of learning a struggle and decided to run away with another girl. However, they were caught, taken back, and punished. When Jenna was allowed to stay with her mum for a few days, she was amazed at how different her mother's life was compared to hers. Her mother lived in a comfortable apartment and didn't have to do any physical labor. This was when Jenna realized that there could be a better life for her within the Scientology church. When Jenna was only 7 years old, she signed a contract to be loyal to the Sea Org for 1 billion years. This made sense to Jenna at the time because she was told that when she died, she would come back on Earth to live the lives of many other people. When she visited her auntie and cousins, who were public Scientologists, Jenna noticed all the clothes, toys, and television in her cousin's bedroom, things that Jenna didn't have. But Jenna didn't feel any jealousy. She became more dedicated to Scientology, especially after attending events where people talked about how Scientology had cured their cancer, or even enabled them to walk again after being paralyzed. When Jenna was told that her brother had been wanting to leave the Sea Org for years, Jenna was shocked, as it was considered a suppressive act to even think about such a thing. After doing many courses, Jenna moved up the ranks and joined the Sea Org. There were so many rules, and if the rules were broken, punishment was severe. When Jenna was 16, she was told that her parents had left the Sea Org. Jenna could have left with her parents too, but she chose to stay. She had hardly seen her parents in the last few years, and the only life she knew was with the church. That was where all her friends were. When Jenna became engaged to Dallas, another member of the Sea Org, they knew that Sea Org couples were banned from having children. After they were treated very badly and forced apart by the church, Jenna and Dallas were finally allowed to be married. They were given a job of going to Australia to find a building for the church in Canberra and raise the funds to buy it. Their task was impossible because the building would cost millions, and there were only a handful of public Scientologists in Canberra from whom they could ask for money. Meeting public Scientologists who had normal jobs outside the church was eye-opening for Jenna and Dallas. Scientology wasn't taking over the world like they were told. Having more freedom in Australia, they even looked at anti-Scientology websites. Slowly Jenna realised that she had been lied to by the church, and she finds the courage to escape. If you had always suspected that Scientology is a crazy church, you will still be shocked by what really goes on as revealed in this book. Although the strange beliefs of the church are quite bizarre, it is the ruthless way that the church breaks up families and destroys people's lives that is so disturbing and heartbreaking about this story. Thanks for watching.